Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back with another Total War Warhammer video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, where we're going to showcase an interesting mod. Reuniting Lost Kins is a mod that is currently in development that offers a truly unique experience for the Total War Warhammer series. Inspired by previous Warhammer titles such as Dark Omen, Shadow of the Horned Rat and Mark of Chaos, Reuniting Lost Kins completely overhauls Total War Warhammer 2 into a more storybook-oriented type of game. This mod is currently in development by Prop Joe, Zoodad, Belisarian and Zoidberg, names that you might have seen in other mods already featured in the Warhammer Workshop. So how exactly does this mod work? Well, you control a singular force, no territories whatsoever, completing quests and recruiting units in a very similar way to Warhammer Mark of Chaos. The developers are working hard to get this mod out to the general public, but until then they've asked me to showcase what they've done so far. Please bear in mind that obviously this mod is still in development, so there might be some bugs here or there. But as far as I've played, this has been a rather enjoyable experience, so let's just jump right in. As soon as we begin, we find ourselves with a singular force near the territories of Cracker Drak. A demo build prompt shows up which explains stuff that I've already covered in the intro of this video, but also explains that the quest button, that or the research button, is how your army will move, engage in quests, and also engage in warfare. Seeing as you start the game with some expendable cash, I wanted to already recruit some troops. There is a button right below your quest prompt which allows you to do so. It seems that the first unit of Iron Drakes is completely free. I'm not sure if this is intended or not. But then afterwards, any units you wish to recruit, warriors, miners, crawlers and rangers, will cost you 500 gold. I'm a big fan of rangers myself, and seeing that I had 1,000 expendable cash, I decided to recruit 2 extra units of them. I've got a decent sizable force at the moment, with some fairly unique units created specifically for this mod. But let's not waste any more time and jump on directly onto the questing system. Already I'm getting a strong Mark of Chaos vibe and a serious case of nostalgia. As soon as you get onto the quest window, you'll notice that the storyline itself is mostly explained through there. There are a few grammatical errors, but please bear in mind once again that this is still in early development. There is a bit of story here, so pause if you wish to read through it, but let's continue now. And also please note that movement on the campaign map does seem rather jerky at the moment, but that could just be due to what the mod is trying to do, which is try and overhaul the game completely. There are a few developer-made cinematics, which goes to show how much the developers of this mod are trying to create in terms of a truly unique experience. These progress the story and also have in-game dialogue. Dilemmas in Total War Warhammer are used in this mod in order to progress the story. You're given 2 options, but right now the dilemmas don't tell you exactly what they do, so right now it's just a guessing game. However, I assume as further development happens, this will be fleshed out more. Seeing as both options offered cash, but one offered more than the other, I decided to go with the one that offered more money. My reasoning here is the more cash I have, the more I can recruit in the future. Another dilemma pops up, telling us about a dwarf and his crew needing to return to their ship. They've got a handful of coin, and who are we to say no to some cash? With that, another quest pops up, telling us to go north and secure the missing ship. There is some story here, so you may pause if you wish and read through it.
Forwards. Summon me if you dare.
This is our first of 2 battles which we'll be showcasing in this video. Right now the others are still being developed, so they're not just as fluid. The enemy army you're seeing on screen is not what you'll be fighting, this is just a placeholder. Custom maps and custom battle objectives feature heavily in this mod, so every mission will feel quite unique. Our objectives for this battle are to defend the ironclad and ensure that the Master Engineer survives the battle. Seems simple enough, seeing as I've already got access to Rangers, who are vanguard units and are able to join up with my allies and provide support whilst my main force arrives. Both my allies and I are spread out fairly apart, with the enemy army spawning more or less around the middle of the map. I'll sort through my deployment very quickly and we'll see you at the beginning of the battle. We're dealing with Chaos Marauders early on, nothing too serious, so it's not like we're going to be in any trouble. And interestingly enough, we have custom bombardment, fire support from the ironclad ship, nothing too great, but hey, damage is damage. This map is fairly large, and it does take a while for my dwarfs to arrive, because, you know, stubby legs, and for the Norskins to arrive at my allies, so I will cut to different points in the video here and there. There is a scripted event where a dragon appears, and this seems to deal with the placeholder chieftain and war mammoth. I must admit, it did take a while to actually get the fight started. The maps themselves might be a bit too large, that's really my only criticism with this mod. And sadly, the fight itself did not last very long, but that can be attributed to two things. Firstly, it's very early into the campaign, which obviously means that they will introduce easier missions for the start of it. And secondly, I did spend a lot of money recruiting extra units, so that's my bad over there, but you know, Rangers are cool, and if I knew I had access to them, I'm gonna buy them. All that is being showing on video right now is the amount of fighting that happened in real time. This was also in normal difficulty, so I'm assuming the harder ones would make the enemy last a bit longer. So the battle was over quick with minimal losses. I did ransom the captives to get more cash, but at that point I realized that maybe I am a bit too strong as it is. So I promised myself I wasn't going to recruit anymore, especially since I only had one more battle to actually do. But with that, we can now go to our next quest, which is returning back to the town that we were at before. Sure, it's not the most exciting thing, but this is kinda how these types of games used to work. You'd travel between town to town and get a fight every now and then. It's here that we're presented with a dilemma, and actually given an element of choice. We can either choose to travel to Krakadrak and see the High King, or divert very quickly and help the men of Kislev at a nearby inn who are under attack by more Norscan marauders. It seems that helping the men of Kislev is a bit of a side thing, which could possibly earn you a bit more cash, so at that point I figured, well, for the future it would be great to have some more money.
Moving! For the wisdom of the lair.
This is the last battle we're going to showcase for this mod, that is until the developers add more stuff in, or a more complete build, and then I can show off more to this mod. But it would seem that we completely outnumber the enemy once again, and we've got some allies. I'm assuming those humans are to represent Kislevites. These custom maps do look quite good, but then again, one of the devs in this mod is from the GCCM team, so that is to be expected. We've got a small army of Chaos Marauders to deal with, and it seems that they're laying siege to the inn itself. The inn is where the Kislevites are actually holed up at the moment, so our mission is to break the siege and then liberate our friends. As we did in the last battle, seeing as there is a fair amount of distance between the dwarfs and the Norskins, we'll be cutting directly to the battle, as it did take a fair amount of time to actually get there.
Start swinging your axes, lads. Plenty of new battle. Muster the throng.
In typical fashion, I forgot to make my range unit start attacking from a distance, but that didn't seem to be much of a problem here, considering that I outnumbered the Norskins 2 to 1. They did break fairly quickly, which is unfortunate, but then again, dwarves compared to Norskins, there is a bit of a power difference. But that being said, as the battle wraps up and we get to the end of the video, I just want to give my initial thoughts on this upcoming mod. Something like this is indeed truly unique for Total War Warhammer. I honestly believe there's no other mod in the workshop that is similar to this in terms of format. The nostalgia trips are very obvious, and it's making me want to reinstall those old games. Obviously, easier difficulties are more designed to allow you to experience the story rather than combat, but if you wish to get more of a challenge, you can just increase the difficulty. I'm excited to see what this team comes up with further development. Honestly, this has been quite fun to play, so a big thank you to Zoidberg, one of the mod devs, for contacting me directly so I could be able to do this. The mod is still very much in development, and there is still no concrete release date for it just yet, but then again, such things should not be rushed. When we do have any information regarding this, I'll probably live stream a playthrough and let you guys know that the mod has been released. But before we end this video, if you're watching this on the day that it's been released, I just wanted to let you know that I will be streaming tonight on this YouTube channel at 9 PM Gibraltar time, which is 8 PM England time. We'll most likely either be doing a live stream of a legendary campaign in Total War Warhammer 2, or since we now have access to a Total War Saga Troy, with its new and improved build, we might just do a Menelaus campaign just for fun. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various different social media links such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord, where you can get in contact with the Great Book team. Also in the description section below is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Using our special link and also the special code, which is also in the description below, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A special thank you to Ryan Bertsche and Gibraltar LUSC for subscribing to us at our Fane level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule and VSVasan for subscribing to us at our King level. Honestly, we can't thank you guys enough. The money earned from Patreon is going directly back into the channel, slowly upgrading little bits and bobs, just trying to get to a higher level of content for you guys. And a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. The support has been insane lately, and honestly, we can't be more than excited. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.